This video is going to show you what advanced adaptive release is all about. Previously, we've taken a look at adaptive release. If you've viewed those videos, adaptive release allows you to set a criteria singly, whether it's the date, membership, your grade, or review status that you're trying to limit a user or learner from being able to visit a specific part of your course. The adaptive release advanced option, which is below adaptive release here in the drop down, allows you to set more than one criteria in one rule. So we're going to create a rule here, and by default it's called rule 1, and that's fine because we can change this rule later. I'll show you how to do that. Change the title later. Click on submit, and I can create a criteria here: date, grade, membership, or review status. So you still have the same 4 criteria to work with here. There's nothing new to work with, but again, you can add multiple criteria to one rule. So I'm going to choose date. I'm going to display between, let's say, the 23rd and the 26th. So today's date falls in between those 2 times. And I'll click on submit. And then I'd also like to add a criteria of membership. And I would like to add Audrey Hepburn to the approved list. So now I've got 2 criteria here following under this one rule. So that's date and membership. So I'm going to say OK. So you can see I've got rule 1 shows date and membership. Now if I wanted to change this now at this point, I could choose manage from this drop down list, and I could choose this. Let's say I want to call it date and members. I'll say submit. If I need to get in here and edit the criteria, I could do that here. I can delete some of these items out, click delete there, or I could add additional criteria of grade or review status if I wanted to do that. We're going to cancel that though, however. So you can imagine how applying additional criteria would work in the situation. Say OK, and so I'm going to move out here. Let's move back to our content. Okay, so adaptive release is enabled, and I'm going to log out. I'm going to log back in as a student here. I'm going to come in back in as Sophia Loren. And when she visits the class, if we've set this up properly, she will not be able to see the videos folder. Even though it's the correct date, she's not on the approved membership list. So I'm going to log out. I'm going to come back in as Audrey Hepburn. And when she visits the class, she should indeed be able to see the videos folder. So that's using the advanced feature of adaptive release.